Greetings, Bolton High. Joe Maselli here with a quick recap from our open house. So glad that so many of you can make it. But if you weren't there or you need a recap, here is some important information for everyone. First of all, tomorrow, Friday the 17th, 11A dismissal here at Bolton High School. Periods A, B, C, and D will meet. You can always check boltonhigh.com/schedule to know what's going on with our days. It's an early dismissal across the districts for professional development for teachers. Let's keep in mind the important items for attendance. We are back in school in person. If a student is absent, you need to call the main office. And then, depending on the situation, we may ask you to speak to the school nurse, because virtual learning is only in place per the State Department of Ed for students on quarantine or isolation, as determined by a physician or the school nurse. It is not an option. Virtual option is not available unless it's COVID related. And students, if you are approved for virtual learning because you are isolated or quarantined, you should be following the daily schedule and getting into your Google Class Meet every day. The teacher will turn the camera on and welcome you in so you do not miss class while you are home. Remember, our day this year is slightly different than in the past. We are 7:35 to 2:20. Juniors and seniors, if you want that privilege of arriving late or leaving early, if you have a study hall at the beginning or the end of the day, you need to fill out that form. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are A through H 44-minute periods. And Wednesday and Thursday this year is our belt days with 80-minute classes. BoltonHigh.com/schedule to check what periods are meeting each day. We keep that updated. Some good things happening. Lunch from the federal government is free to all, but students need to order. If you want to have that lunch, you got to order. BoltonHigh.com/lunch. Got to do that every single morning. For our fall athletes that might be staying after school for a late game practice, you may purchase a bag dinner. You need to order that in the morning as well to purchase an evening dinner. Our fall athletic season has begun. We are allowing spectators this year. The CIAC has allowed that. But if you're indoors, you do need to wear a mask. And we're firing up our clubs in person as well. More information for our students on that next week. Please be aware that there is a statewide shortage of bus drivers, and that may impact transportation for athletics, but as well as getting to and from school. If we have to cancel buses, we're asking families from the letter from the superintendent last week to make every effort to bring your child to and from school. We may be rescheduling games and matches if we can't get buses, or if we're in a real pinch, we may have just tell families they need to transport students. So that is a statewide situation. We are holding our own here in Bolton so far, but we want to make sure you are aware of that. And if you have not returned your emergency contact info sheet, we need that to update POWERSCHOOL, as well as the information at the bottom to sign off for the nurse. We need that in every year. That's required. That also gets you updated to make sure that you are getting your school messenger information. Just a reminder, and we have reviewed this with students, that to be eligible to participate in sports or clubs, you must be doing well academically with no more than one F. That, again, has been reviewed with students. If you cannot get into POWERSCHOOL, please reach out to Ms. Redner in our guidance team. We do not mail home report cards or progress reports here at Bolton High School. It's all done through POWERSCHOOL, so please make sure you are connected to that. There is a list of our quarter dates, midterm dates, subject to change for snow, of course. And again, if you go to boltonhigh.com/schedule, you will see all those dates on the calendar as well. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to Dean Christine Johnson or myself. We're always happy to interact with parents. We hope you have a marvelous day and a safe weekend. Thank you.